Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's just increasingly critical for pretty much everyone living in our digital age: online privacy and security.
Mm.
You're probably here because, well, you understand, the landscape is changing, right? And you're curious about how to really protect yourself online, especially with all the digital noise and, the growing threats out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our focus for this deep dive is virtual private networks, VPNs. Our mission really is to cut through the marketing hype, sift through a stack of expert sources on the top VPN providers of 2025.
Right.
We want to help you understand what truly matters for digital safety, for real value, and frankly, that peace of mind.
Yeah, and it's needed.
It really is. With cyber threats escalating, censorship attempts popping up more often, and just this constant need to shield your privacy from, well, everyone, it seems. ISPs, hackers, maybe even government surveillance. A VPN isn't just a nice to have anymore. It feels like an essential tool.
And what's fascinating here right from the outset is that the term VPN itself, well, it's become quite broad. While they are undeniably crucial tools for, say, secure streaming, private browsing, efficient remote work,
The basics.
yeah, the research clearly shows that not all VPNs deliver the same level of trust or, implement security in the same way. They're really not created equal.
That's a key point.
And this deep dive is really designed to help you spot those critical differences so you can make a choice that actually serves your needs.
Absolutely. So for those already familiar, the core function is still the same, right? Encrypting your internet traffic, hiding your real IP address. It's
Mhm.
basically like putting on a sophisticated digital invisibility cloak for your online stuff. But what makes a VPN truly elite in 2025? Well, it goes far beyond just that basic utility.
Right.
We've identified what our sources call an elite 10 VPNs of 2025, and they kind of fall into categories: premium tier, value leaders, and then these specialized options. And some prominent names jump out immediately, like ExpressVPN, often cited as best overall, kind of balanced, and NordVPN, which gets a lot of praise for just raw speed.
Indeed. And what makes a VPN elite today isn't just, the number of servers or pure speed tests. Those matter.
Mm.
It's more about a whole package. Really robust, independently verified security, consistent high performance, and crucially, a transparent, unwavering commitment to user privacy.
Verified being the key word there.
Exactly. Think of it less as a one-size-fits-all solution and more about matching these top-tier offerings with your specific digital habits. Are you a big streamer needing reliable access?
Yeah, like unblocking Netflix libraries.
Or a remote professional handling sensitive data? Or maybe someone whose main focus is just absolute anonymity. The best choice really reflects your personal situation.
That distinction is so important because, yeah, what works for a heavy streamer might be totally different for someone just wanting to protect their coffee shop browsing.
Precise.
And speaking of protection, that brings us to the real backbone of any VPN's reputation: trust and transparency. Here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The most reliable VPNs, according to the research, they stand out because of key indicators that go beyond just marketing promises. We're talking independently audited no-logs policies and this pioneering use of RAM-only servers.
That's right. An independently audited no-logs policy isn't just them saying they don't log. It's a verifiable commitment.
Yeah.
A third party's actually checked their systems, confirmed they don't store data that could ID you or your activity.
Yeah.
It's the gold standard for accountability.
Right, like proof.
Exactly. And then there are RAM-only servers. These are a true game changer for privacy. Imagine a server with no traditional hard drive. All its operating data exists purely in volatile memory RAM.
Okay.
So when that server reboots, which they do regularly, all the data is just gone,
Yeah.
wiped clean. It's an ironclad way to ensure no trace of your activity can ever be stored long-term, even theoretically.
Wow.
NordVPN, based out of Panama, and Proton VPN, based in Privacy Haven, Switzerland, they're leaders here. Both have audited no-logs policies and use these RAM-only server networks.
And ExpressVPN has something similar too, right? Their trusted server tech.
Yes, ExpressVPN champions its own trusted server technology, which basically employs the exact same principle. All data gets wiped with every server reboot. It's another really critical layer of privacy protection.
So these are the marks of a truly privacy-first provider, solid indicators, but that still doesn't mean we can just blindly trust, I suppose.
Precisely. And this raises an important question about how even seemingly trusted names can face, intense scrutiny sometimes. While ExpressVPN's trusted server tech is commendable, deep dives into the available information does reveal a past controversy.
Oh.
Yeah, their former CIO was actually fined for cooperating in a spying case, unrelated to ExpressVPN's current tech, but still.
Okay, that's significant.
It is. Now, the company has publicly clarified this was about an individual's past actions before joining them, and not reflective of corporate policy or any system vulnerabilities now. But it still, casts a bit of a shadow and raises questions for some about company trustworthiness in the broader sense.
So it's something for you, the listener, to be aware of.
Exactly. It's a crucial detail, a reminder that even with premium providers, ongoing vigilance is needed. Trust in this space isn't static. It's earned and, frankly, re-earned.
That makes sense.
And just to hammer home the general trust concerns across the wider industry, especially with free options, the sources reveal some pretty stark statistics. Get this. A staggering 88% of popular free VPNs were found to leak IP addresses.
88%? Wow. So they're basically failing at their primary job.
Pretty much. And another stat, 53% of Android VPN apps apparently have minor data leaks.
Wow. Okay, 88% leaking IPs. That's not just a small issue, it's a fundamental breach of the very privacy a VPN is supposed to give you.
Absolutely. Think about the real danger there. These leaks mean your online activity, your location, maybe even your identity could be exposed to third parties. It totally negates the reason you'd use a VPN in the first place.
Right.
Often, the saying, if you're not paying for the service, you are the product.
Right.
Your data might be collected and sold, or worse, you could be vulnerable to malicious actors. It's a critical warning about the risks with free options.
Definitely highlights why an informed, trusted choice is so important.
Exactly.
Those stats are certainly eye-opening, and they really reinforce why we're doing this deep dive. I mean, the free VPN stuff, even the ExpressVPN controversy point, it underscores that trust isn't just about promises. It's about proof, action, robust design.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge part of delivering on that comes down to the tech underneath. So maybe we shift from the why trust to the how they secure. Let's look under the hood at the specific security features.
Sound good.
Okay, so for the top providers, military-grade AES-256 encryption seems to be the absolute standard across the board. That's like the unbreakable digital lock, right? Makes your data basically unreadable without the key.
Gold standard. Good.
But it doesn't stop there. Advanced protocols are also key, apparently.
That's where the real innovation shines, I think. We're talking protocols like WireGuard. That's what powers NordLynx for NordVPN, and Proton VPN uses it too.
Mm-hmm.
And then ExpressVPN has its own called Lightway.
Okay, WireGuard, Lightway.
Right.
What do those mean practically for the user? Faster speeds.
Exactly. They're like upgrading from a powerful, reliable engine to a sleek, high-performance electric one. They deliver that same top-tier security, but with significantly faster speeds and better efficiency.
Yeah.
Less lag for your streaming, browsing, gaming, you name it.
Gotcha.
And beyond these core protocols, the best services pack in extra features. Things like double VPN, routing your traffic through 2 separate VPN servers for extra anonymity.
Like double cloaking.
Kind of. Then there's Onion over VPN, combining Tor's anonymity network with the VPN, and crucially, a kill switch. That ensures your real IP address is never exposed if the VPN connection drops unexpectedly. It's like a digital emergency brake.
Essential.
Add in comprehensive leak protection and this thing called obfuscation technology.
Obfuscation technology. Okay, that sounds pretty technical, almost like something out of a spy flick. For someone maybe in a place with strict internet rules, how does that actually work? How does it bypass censorship where a normal VPN might get blocked? Give us a quick scenario.
Absolutely. It's actually quite clever.
Yeah.
So imagine you're in a country with heavy internet censorship, right?
Right.
They have these sophisticated firewalls designed to detect and block typical VPN traffic patterns.
Wow, they're looking for VPN specific.
Exactly. Obfuscation technology makes your VPN connection look like regular, everyday, unencrypted internet traffic, HTTPS traffic, usually. It essentially puts a disguise on your VPN usage.
Camouflage for your data.
Precisely. This allows you to bypass even those advanced governmental firewalls that are actively hunting for and trying to shut down VPN connections. So it's not just about hiding who you are, it's hiding the fact that you're even using a VPN at all.
Okay, that makes sense.
For users needing access to, say, critical news or just to connect with family in restrictive regions, obfuscation isn't just a neat feature, it can be a genuine lifeline.
That's powerful stuff. And it's fascinating how those technical bits like obfuscation or specific protocols translate directly into different marketing approaches. If we connect this to the bigger picture, these aren't just specs on a list, they're how these companies sell themselves.
Exactly right. NordVPN, for example, They combine their strong tech foundation with, well, pretty aggressive promotions. You see the 4 free months offers everywhere, and they focus on making their apps incredibly easy to use.
Aiming for broad appeal.
Definitely. Their strategy seems geared towards mass adoption, hitting everyone from casual users to more tech-savvy folks. Surfshark, on the other hand, really leans into marketing its unlimited device support. That's a huge plus for families or tech hoarders.
Or students in a dorm, yeah.
Right. And they combine that with really budget-friendly pricing. They're positioning themselves as the great value but still secure option.
Smart positioning.
Then you have ExpressVPN. They target the premium end. They emphasize that seamless user experience, top reliability, unwavering privacy. Aiming at users who are willing to pay a bit more for what they promise is top-tier quality and consistency.
So they're saying you get what you pay for.
Pretty much. It really shows how technical features get spun into different market messages for different kinds of users out there.
That's a great insight into how they communicate value. But okay, ultimately for you, the listener, it boils down to practical stuff, right? Do they actually meet your specific demands?
The real-world use cases.
Exactly. Let's talk performance, compatibility, and yeah, cost. If streaming is your main thing, our deep dive confirms NordVPN, ExpressVPN, and also CyberGhost are absolute leaders. They consistently unblock like over 95% of major streaming platforms. Think Netflix, HBO Max, BBC iPlayer, wherever you are.
That's impressive consistency.
Yeah. And for torrenting, peer-to-peer file sharing, ExpressVPN seems to lead the pack with servers specifically optimized for P2P. Makes downloads faster and secure. NordVPN is also strong here, just maybe with fewer dedicated P2P server options.
Good to know the differences there.
Device compatibility is another big one, especially if you've got a phone, laptop, tablet, smart TV.
This whole digital menagerie.
Right. Surfshark really stands out, as you said, offering unlimited device connections per account. That's fantastic value. Most others, even top ones, usually cap you at 5 to 7 simultaneous connections.
Which might be enough for many, but unlimited is definitely appealing.
For sure. And user experience. ExpressVPN and NordVPN get constant praise for just being intuitive, easy-to-use apps. Click and connect. Proton VPN, though, maybe caters more to the privacy purists, people who like more advanced settings and control.
Right, for the tinkerers.
Yeah.
And this all brings us neatly to the real cost of this top-level VPN security. It's a crucial point because, as we've hammered home, free just isn't really a viable option for serious privacy.
You pay one way or another.
Exactly. Our analysis gives some concrete examples. Surfshark, that budget-friendly but still strong option, can be around $2.19 a month if you go for a longer plan.
That's very competitive.
It is. Contrast that with ExpressVPN, which sits at the premium end, around $12.95 per month if you pay monthly. That reflects its top-tier features, that verified transparency, reliable performance.
It's quite a range.
Definitely. But it's really important to note the potential savings. The data shows you can potentially save up to 95% with longer-term plans and promo offers compared to just paying month by month.
Wow, 95%. That's huge. So committing pays off.
It really can. This isn't just about being cheap. It's about making a smart investment in your digital safety long-term. And again, it reinforces our earlier warning. Avoid free VPNs for anything sensitive. They were so often compromising your security, your privacy, or both, maybe logging your data, hitting you with ads, or sometimes even injecting malware.
Ugh. Yeah, definitely worth a few bucks a month to avoid that. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? What value do you place on that extra layer of verified security, that smooth performance? It's a question we all have to answer. So, okay, wrapping this up. What does this all mean for you as you navigate the options for choosing your VPN in 2025? The key takeaways from our deep dive seem pretty clear, hopefully empowering your choice.
Let's recap them.
First, prioritize transparency and verifiable trust. Look for those independently audited no-logs policies, strong, up-to-date encryption, and clear, transparent ownership. That's your foundation for peace of mind.
Absolutely critical.
Second, match your needs. Really think, what will you mainly use it for? Is it streaming? Torrenting? How many devices? What's your budget? Align the features.
Don't pay for features you'll never use.
Exactly. Third, set budget expectations realistically. You should probably expect to invest somewhere between, say, $3 and $13 a month for a reliable, secure service that actually protects you.
That you get what you pay for principle often applies here.
It seems so. And finally, stay informed. This whole landscape changes fast. Choose providers with proven track records, a real commitment to user privacy over time, and a history of adapting to new threats.
Sound advice. Your online privacy and security really do depend on making that informed, trusted choice, one that's tailored specifically to your digital life.
Couldn't agree more.
But as we look ahead, here's something to mull over, a provocative thought perhaps. As AI keeps evolving at this incredible speed and quantum computing starts moving from, theory towards potential reality.
The big future tech.
Right. Will today's military-grade encryption standards like AES 256 actually remain sufficient against tomorrow's threats? What new frontiers of digital defense might we need to start exploring next, not just for privacy, but maybe for the very integrity of our entire digital world?
That's a heavy question for next time, perhaps. Food for thought, indeed.